the Trade Expo, and this is of significance because we're talking about promoting trade here. We're talking about awarding people. What have they done to be awarded? What are the criteria for the awards? And who are some of the nominees that we should be awarding pretty soon? These and many more I'll be asking Mr. Humphrey Tete, who is the coordinator for the Eastern Star Awards, in the studio. You're welcome.
Thank you, Madam Harriet.
It's a pleasure to have you, and congratulations on this novelty, because you seek to award people you think are doing well so far. But let's find out from you, what informed this novelty?
Well, good morning, and once again, Harriet, and good morning to your viewers. On behalf of Nananom of the Eastern Region House of Chiefs, we are here this morning to explain or maybe sell out to the Ghanaian public what the whole program is about and the whole idea is about. Harriet, historically, people from the Eastern Region have played a very great or maybe enviable roles in the both from independence time to shaping the destiny of this country called Ghana.
Okay.
Harriet, you'll be surprised that the first coup d'etat in this country was done by somebody from the Eastern Region, a chief from the Eastern Region who sacked the Danes, or maybe locked up the Danes from the Osu Castle in the 18th. That was the first coup d'etat.
Yeah.
Roll it back and you find out that the big six, as you have them, 3 of them are from the Eastern Region.
Yeah.
The first IGP in Ghana is from the Eastern Region. I mean, this and many more. Cocoa was first planted in the Eastern Region.
Okay.
I wouldn't bore you with the CV or the credentials of the Eastern Region, but this
wouldn't be a bore. It's
well,
just, it brings us to appreciate what you stand for, what good you have in the region.
Well, okay. So basically, the Eastern Region has been the very fiber of this nation depends on the Eastern Region. But sadly, you find out that we as a region have not even rewarded or recognized the achievements of our own people. They've received so much inspiration and awards elsewhere, but as a region, collectively, we've not been able to award our own people. This Nananom thought is a bit of it's not the best. So Nananom have decided that from now and from this year onwards, no Easterner anywhere in the world will excel and will not be recognized by the region. So that is the beginning of the Eastern Star Awards.
Okay.
And then as part of Nananom's involvement or vision to drive investment into the region, you know, in the Eastern Region, it is the chiefs who own the land.
Yes.
And when you talk of investment, you cannot talk of investment without the chief, because investment is basically the land. So Nananom, being the owners of the land, decide that they will be part, or they will be the frontiers of this one district, one factory idea.
Okay.
And there is no better way to do it than to use our own entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs, to attract investors. And that's why we are organizing, as part of the awards, a Paramountcy Trade Expo that will showcase the region's success in entrepreneurship or in business to the outside world, to attract investors into the region. So basically, these are the 2 things put together: awarding our heroes who have done very well, and then attracting investors with our Paramountcy Trade Expo as well.
Okay, this is the very first of its kind for the region. And how is the reception of the news like? Are people excited about it? And how back are you dating the awards? As in, from what time are you dating back the nominees, for instance, for the awards?
Well, this award is in 2 categories, I must say, or in 2 sections. What we are going to do is that we have about 25 categories of awards. Each award is named after a hero, a dead hero, a past hero of the region. So when you come to the award ceremony, you find out that each award that will be given on that day has a meaning to it. You get it? In other words, let's say somebody, the sector for, let's say, energy, we plan to I'm just giving you this. I'm letting the cat out a bit, so I'm just giving. The first chief executive of VNRA, you know, VNRA is located in the Eastern region. So when we say energy and we name it after somebody, or the first chief executive or Ghanaian chief executive of the VNRA, it tells a story. So all the awards category we are going to find are going to be named after our past heroes. And then those who are going to receive it are people who are going to be alive now.
Okay.
You see how it's going to be.
So it's awarding recognizing two people.
Excellent.
With one award at a time.
And each of them are going to tell a story about the Eastern you've never heard before.
I'm already intrigued to know more about this program.
I know.
Yes, but how are the nominations done? How are you able? What criteria have you used in assessing the achievers of your region?
Excellent question. One of the things about awards is if you don't take time and you don't get your criteria and the credibility of the awardees right, it puts you in a bit shame and problem. So what we've done basically is that in the Eastern region we have 11 paramountcies. Each of the paramountcies has a member on the planning committee. All the members on the planning committee are chiefs anyway.
Okay.
So each of the chief from each paramountcy will select nominations based on the categories that we have. You bring your 25 nominations. This person will bring this. We all bring our 25 nominations. Yes. And then a special group sits down. The same chiefs, and maybe five of them sits down. And then now they will shortlist who will be the winner. So it's strictly an honest award anyway.
Okay.
But it's going to be done strictly by the chiefs. And if there is anybody to doubt the credibility of the chiefs, I don't know anything else. But the chiefs are going to do everything. I'm definitely not involved in any.
Okay, in choosing who wins, the criteria is determined by the chiefs themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
So it says a message that the chiefs are the organizers or main organizers for this award.
Yes. It's the Eastern Regional House of Chiefs who are organizing this project.
Okay.
Yeah, and they are doing it for a special reason, or maybe the motivation is when you go onto our website, you see the motivation. This whole awards and this whole program is driven by two key thematic areas of the current presidency, as we have with the president.
Okay.
The truth is, and I must tell you proudly that we are very proud in the region that this is the first time we've produced a democratically elected president from the region in the person of His Excellency
Nana Addo
Dankwa Akufo-Addo, a proud son of the region. And for the 2 years that he's been in power, many of you are a bit surprised at the energy and the passion of delivery that this man is coming out with. We in the region are not surprised at all, I must tell you. You know why we are not surprised? He's coming from a background where that is our nature. We work hard, we are passionate about what we believe in, and our dedication to Ghana has never been questioned. That is the Eastern region for you.
Okay.
He's coming from an evolution, a culture that trains people for leadership. That is the Eastern region. That is our culture. So when you see Nana Addo, he's only a reflection of the bigger picture back home.
Okay. All right. So this is one thematic area. The second one is...
Yeah, the two thematic areas I said.
Yeah.
The first one being the Ghana Beyond Aid.
Agenda.
Easterners, we don't believe in aid. We believe in self-independence. But unfortunately, when Ghana assumed independence, we went to sleep. We didn't fight the economic battle. And that is why he's now in power and he's telling us to do. Fight the economic battle. All the battles you've done has been a political battle.
Okay.
So he's doing the economic battle now. And that's why he said Ghana Beyond Aid.
Okay, and that is why the trade aspect is attached to the awards.
Yes, exactly. We want to showcase our independence, our entrepreneurship skill, and our self-reliance spirit.
All right, so two things coming together, two great programs, one award and the other one trade expo. Are they going side by side, and how long is this program going to be?
Well, the whole program starts from the 17th of May to the 20th of May.
Okay.
17th of May to 20th, there is a trade expo at Jackson's Park, Koforia, The question is, where else would it be?
If not there, yeah, it's a common ground for civic.
So Koforidua Jackson's Park will be the venue for the biggest
Mm-hmm.
trade exhibition in the Eastern region, I must tell. And surprisingly, we are having calls from Namibia, Japan, and you know, from where they are calling us, eastern part of those countries.
Okay.
Can you imagine?
So
Eastern part of South Africa, Eastern Cape,
Yes.
Eastern part. They're like, okay, if it's Eastern thing, we also want to showcase our Eastern
Alright.
thing, and it's so exciting. So yes, we are having companies all over the world coming, but we are not so much interested in foreign exhibitors. What we want to do is that Eastern region can showcase itself. We are selling our own Ghanaian entrepreneurs. So, in fact, for the first time,
what
you
is peculiar? What trade, for instance, can we say that is identifiable with the Easterners?
Easterners produce the entrepreneurial spirit of this country. There is no enterprise in this country that they will not see a Kwewu man there. Kwewu is control about 90% of, sorry, that's exaggeration, about 70% of Ghanaian businesses. So particularly, Eastern has the entrepreneurial blood of this country. So you are going to see more. But one particular thing, or one peculiar thing you are going to find about the trade exhibition is that all the pavilions you are going to see mounted at the pavilion will reflect the different paramountcies we have in the region. In other words, you have a paramountcy for Yellow Krobo, you have a paramountcy for Manya Krobo, you have paramountcy for Akwemu. You know, you then see our true culture, what makes up the Eastern region.
Okay.
So we are expecting that businesses from those areas will be under those pavilions.
Okay.
But in any case, outside businesses who want to participate, we will find a pavilion in one of them. But at the end of the day, you learn the culture of the people you are participating, the pavilion you are participating in. So that's the difference between our trade exhibition and the whole. It has never happened in this country. That is the difference. Yeah. So
back to the program from 17th to 20th.
there will be
is
the trade
program,
exhibition, which is the
exhibition.
trade exhibition in Koforidua. Then on the 19th of the same May will be the awards night in Ebri, where we have Pejuasi Valley View, Valley Resort, I must say. Pejuasi Valley Resort to host the awards night. So that's where we are going to have the awards night. And it's going to be one of the biggest, actually. We will have everything Eastern. The Kojo entries, the big guys performing, the Easterners doing their own thing. And you get excited at the culture we are going to portray on that day.
So what are you promising as viewers who are interested in coming to see the culture, the trade, entrepreneurship spirit of the Easterners in our country, for instance? What are you telling us? What exactly are you going to be showcasing to us for us to come to you? You have the musicians, yes, you have the entrepreneurs, but what should be the hook for us?
The hook is that for once you are going to attend an award ceremony, that you are going to end there with education. You are going to be educated on what makes an Easterner. You know, Nana has been talking about the identity of the Ghanaian. That not just a passport, but you need to have some character.
Yeah.
So truly on that day, you are going to see the true character of the Eastern region. We are going to celebrate our diversity. This is a region that is so diverse, but you hardly hear us fight among ourselves and stuff like that. We have so much diversity, but we have respect also for the diversity of our people. So you are going to see that diversity on display. And Nananumu will sell their true culture, their true identity, and what I call the brand Eastern. That's what you're going to see on that day.
Okay, so it's happening from the 17th to the 20th of May 2018. We'll be talking about the very first Eastern Star Awards and Paramountcy Trade Expo. And the Trade Expo exhibition is going to be on at the Jackson Park starting from the 17th to the 20th of May. And different Paramountcy, different traditional areas will be there to exhibit what they've got to offer. Uniqueness is going to be on display over there. But on the 19th is the awards day. So the 19th of May is the awards day, and it's going to be at the Pejuasi Valley Resort. And that is where it's going to take place. But this one, is it strictly by invitation?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes, strictly by, well, obviously, you will get a chance to be there.
All right.
But yes, we are partnered with a number of institutions. Like the Daily Graphic is our major media partner. The TV3 is one of our biggest media partners. So we will get to show it live on TV for everyone to see.
Okay.
And we are blessed to be sponsored exclusively by the National Communications Authority. They are sponsoring us now.
Okay.
So
you have some partners contributing
yes.
to
We are so grateful to the National Communication Authority. Seriously, had it not been them, this program would have been difficult coming alive. But thankfully, they've been on. They've been very supportive.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So we also wish you the very best as we gear up for the celebrations from the 17th to the 20th of May. And you want to round up quickly?
Yes.
Okay,
So
fine.
for anybody who wants further information, you can just log in onto our website www.easternstarawards.org.
All right.
Not .com, right?
It's
.org. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's
www.easternstarawards.org
yes.
is the
Awards.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
That is the site to log on to if you want further information on the first ever Eastern Star Awards and Paramount Trade Expo 2018. And we are grateful for sharing with us the story from the Eastern region. We have been enlightened a bit on Eastern region today. Humphrey Tete is the coordinator for the Eastern Star Awards, and we'll be having a chat with him on what pertains to this particular award, and he's done a very good job on that. Thanks for coming, and we'll turn our attention briefly for some few breaks, and then we'll come back. Please stay with us.
Oh, do you think about me?